now that, like, for this vacation, I'm worried and I'm afraid to fly, but you know what? I think even if there's bad moments, the good memories are going to outweigh the bad. And just, like, the pictures you get with your kids and, I don't know. And just experience, because I'm just thinking, like, we only live one time. And I always think, I want to travel, I want to do this. And
I want to time travel.
Yeah. Then your body will get depixelated, and then you'll get lost in space.
It's not how that works. You watch too much TV.
Then how do you time travel? How does it work? Exactly. So you don't know.
I find out, though.
No, and we are not on any type of psychedelics, I swear. I'm talking about time travel.
No, time is possible. Einstein said it was.
Who said it was?
Einstein,
yeah.
Buddy Albert.
I don't want to know if it's possible. That's one of those things, if it's possible, I'd rather not know, because I don't want to think about somebody changing my life. I don't know. Would you go back and change anything if you had a time machine? Or if you just changed one thing in the past, your life could be totally different right now. You might not be in this living room. Isn't that kind of freaky?
Kinda. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty good life, most people would say.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. But I mean, I had to go through what I had to go through to
Exactly. That's
be
why.
where I'm at right now. And
Exactly. That's why the thought of time travel is scary to me.
A lot of pain. But, so now I'm really torn again, because do I be selfish and then deny you guys an opportunity to get to know my girlfriend more? Mm-hmm. And, you know, maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll get to, like, 4 million people.
Well, there's a lot of things out there that you can go and you don't see those people.
Maybe it's not about me.
And, you know, if everybody is going to do something that you know there's going to be a lot of people, just skip out on it and just don't go. And if Marnie wants to go, she can go with us too. And if you want to stay back at the house, because I'm sure you're not the only one that's not going to want to go see 4 million people.
But what if it's just Marnie and I at the house?
Sexual relationship.
Then you guys enjoy yourselves, but do not go over to my bed. You could do that in Travis's bed.
Whoa. No. They...
Ew.
I don't know. You know, I guess I need to change the way I'm thinking about this. You know, and I say this a lot on this podcast is, you know, how you think about things and how you. It really does affect the outcome. It affects, like if I'm going to this trip, and even if I just give in, as some would say, if I just give in and go, okay, we're gonna go,
right?
And I had this Eeyore attitude with it, like, oh, it's going to be bad. And,
yeah.
You know, it's going to be miserable. And then it's going to be miserable. And not only is it going to be miserable for me, it's going to be miserable for everybody else that is around me.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to want to be around me. But then, boom, here we are trapped in the house. Or, you know, we're going out to eat. No, Corey doesn't like this place. Oh, you know, and he's going to throw a fit. And I don't throw a fit.
You don't throw fits. I mean.
But still, I can bring the mood down.
You're a lot better now sober, and now that you've been sober for so long, you're a different person. Like you in active recovery, when you were going back and forth, I mean, yeah, you were hard to be around a little bit, but you aren't really like that as much anymore. You're not as much like a king attitude as much anymore. You're a lot more pleasant to be around, and you're just funny and just, well, I've always liked to hang out with you, but it's just easier, and you're just really pleasant now. I think everybody's hard to be around in their own way, like sometimes. Oh, you're making me cough with it.
Vaping her out.
Man.
Thanks, Tyrone.
That was brought to you by Corey's vaping in my lungs.
There you go, yep.
Oh, Lord. Am I going to open a window now?
How come I'm not coughing?
Well, I've had a cough for like 2 months.
Oh, so you're going to blame the vape on your cough that you've had for 2 weeks? Jesus.
I know. You have to edit.
I don't think they need to quarantine you. What if that happens? Mom brought that up. Like, what if you guys are one of the next 12 people out of 872 million to get it?
I mean, that was probably in our plan. But I'm not too worried about it just because, I'm young and I don't have any conditions that will compromise me or my immune system. And I don't know. I just don't worry about it for myself in particular. I mean, I wouldn't want my grandpa to go fly. I mean, I'll probably bring some Lysol wipes to clean the plane and hand sanitizer and tell the kids don't put their hands in their mouths over and over again because they're going to do it over and over again. But
I don't know. I guess I just have to.
By then, it could be over.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, you can't just stop life for. Every year, there's something like just last summer, EEE. That shit was scary, and I'm kind of worried about that too. This summer, like, are we gonna get EEE?
I've never heard of it.
The mosquito that was in Southwest Michigan, 2 Eau Claire farmers died from the mosquito because they had the EEE.
Really?
You get brain swelling. Like, that shit was scary. And they were telling everybody don't go outside, and in Berrien County right here, there's more people that died in Michigan too. But that shit was so scary.
I didn't hear about that.
Google it. It was bad because it wasn't up by you.
Were these farmers, were they 98 years old too?
No, one was in his 60s.
Yeah, it could have. You sure it wasn't like some underlying condition and they're just like, meh?
No,
did they take him to Waterville Hospital?
It causes brain swelling. That's what it did.
There's a lot of things that cause brain swelling.
Yeah.
Having a huge brain.
Southwest Michigan.
Learning a lot of stuff.
It was really scary, though.
Maybe they time traveled.
But all I know is we should buy some stocks and off before this upcoming summer. They're probably insanely expensive, though.
Or we can just buy all the off
see.
at the store and then sell it.
Before spring, yeah, we could have our own little side hustle.
Mm-hmm. Just take over the market.
Let me see how much the stocks are.
Well, as you're checking that out, I want to remind people they can go to our website, 217recovery.com. Again, my name is Corey Winfield. My sister Kylie is joining me, and she's all about that social media life, even though she says she doesn't know anything about it. She's the social media director for 217 Recovery, and we're glad to have her on. At least I am, the podcast tonight, and we talked about a lot of silly things, but
yeah, we did, but that's okay.
But that's life, and that's my life in early recovery, and it helps people, I guess. People say they like to listen, and I appreciate that fact. I know Ryan and Chris, they appreciate it too, and thank you, and make sure to like us. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, subscribe. Same thing with Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. Just make sure you do that. That way, when we post new episodes, you get a notification, apparently. So
Right.
And it helps us. Oh, the other day, yesterday, we were on our way to Skywood Recovery in Kalamazoo, and I asked Siri, I was like, Siri, play a recovery podcast. And it played some lame one, and I'm like, ugh. And then I was like, let me rephrase that. And I was like, Siri, play an entertaining podcast about recovery. And it was like, we think you'll like 217 Recovery. Now playing. I was like, oh, nice.
Oh, let's ask. Okay, Google, play an entertaining recovery podcast.
I can't find entertaining recovery podcast on Google Podcasts, but you can ask me to play it on one of your other apps.
Okay, Google, play an entertaining recovery podcast on Spotify.
Okay, asking Spotify to play entertaining recovery podcast.
Let's see.
See what it says.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Jeez.
Try opening.
Hey, Siri. Play an entertaining podcast about recovery.
Okay, the recovery show Finding Serenity through 12-step recovery.
Ugh.
Now on a podcast coming
Not
up.
that one.
Welcome to episode 300.
Oh, this one was horrible.
This episode is brought to
That was really bad. No, sorry, guy. I don't mean to offend you.
Press the microphone. Okay. 1 second.
I swear, Chris will back me up on this.
Play an entertaining recovery podcast. An error occurred. Please try again.
Hey, Siri,
Man.
will you play a podcast about recovery that's actually entertaining?
Nope.
Here's the recovery show Finding Serenity through 12-step recovery. Now on a podcast.
I think you're meant to
Tara
listen.
and Ann. They use the donation button on our website. Thank you, Tara and Ann, for your generous contributions.
We need some contributions
Thank you.
is what we need.
Yes. Please donate. You can donate for a t-shirt, or you can donate just because it's what Jesus would want you to do, and you want to be a good person. So do it, or else you might be a bad person. Do it.
Man.
If you want to make up for all the wrong that you've done in life, donate.
Don't make that house payment. Donate. Tax return. Donate it.
Yeah, it is tax time. We will send you a t-shirt. And if you donate in the triple digits, we will send you 2 t-shirts. And a shout out on Instagram.
There you go. Thanks,
2
Kylie.
t-shirts for a triple digit amount. A quadruple digit amount. We will throw in 3 t-shirts.
And a sweatshirt, maybe.
And a pair of panties.
Yeah.
With your man's name on them.
Corey. Or Chris.
Sexual
Or
relationship.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
We get actually soft to get hard.
There you go.
Maybe Ryan. Maybe. But no, so I just checked my phone as I was trying to get that to play again. But Chris knows and will back me up 100%. I'm not lying about that. I said that the other day in the car and it pulled up 217 recovery. But so I had sent my girlfriend a message and was like, man, I am now rethinking this whole trip thing. I think this is a horrible idea. And I just think it's going to be bad. And she was like, well, it's family. You know what you can handle. And I think you're doubting what we can before even faced with it, you know? And
Right.
it's like, hey, I love you. I love your family. I told you that, or you told me that you're that guy that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. It'll be a blast. Heart
Yeah.
face with a bunch of hearts on it.
And, you know, if she goes,
So-
I think some people will be on their best behavior.
Tyrone.
Man,
Or she gets to see the real shit. And this will be the test if she wants to stay with you.
Oh, yeah, I'm the dirty man.
yeah, you
tonight.
are.
Family when their real deal is going on. I think she got to see some real stuff last time. Because Marnie's really easy to, like, talk to you. You feel like you've known her forever. It's like when I met her, like, first talking to her, it's like, she's just a person that you feel like you've known for a long time.
Yeah, she's really cool, man.
She's really relatable.
And
She would be good on Survivor with her social skills. Speaking of,
yeah.
we're
But-
kind of obsessed.
Yeah, I like Survivor. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'll think on that. I'll weigh out instead of just reacting to things that haven't even happened yet. And I'm going to spend some time in my mind, not overthink it, but
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is, like, you might have to not overthink.
I'll pray about it.
Yeah, or you could say send you a sign. Or, you know, if you think about it.
Send me $313.58.
Yeah.
That's what
You know,
tickets
you
cost.
have
And then
a
the
while.
tickets are cheap too, so
Yeah, you probably have a little bit to decide. I would give it a week, maybe. You probably have it, and you could still keep the same ticket prices. Or they could even go down even further.
right. But it's not about the ticket prices. I mean, yeah, it would be nice not to spend that money, but again, it's not that much. But it's about the fear of just this
Do you think you're
like
afraid to
National
fly?
Lampoon. No, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or European Vacation.